Ladies and gentlemen, life has a strange way of testing us. And if you've noticed, the test is never comfortable. Growth doesn't show up when everything is easy. Growth doesn't happen when you're sitting in the warm chair of convenience doing what you've always done. Growth comes when life shakes you, when it stretches you, when it throws you into places that force you to discover strength you didn't even know you had. So many people spend their lives chasing easy. They want the shortcuts, the quick fixes, the path of least resistance. But let me tell you something. If you keep chasing easy, you will live a life that is hard. Easy now, hard later. That's the price. But if you dare to take the hard road now, if you dare to choose the discomfort, the discipline, the sacrifice, your future will be easier, brighter, and greater. Think about the gym. No one grows muscles lifting feathers. It's the resistance, the burn, the sweat, the pain. That's where strength is born. The same principle applies to life. The struggles, the setbacks, the late nights, the failures, the doubts, the rejection letters, those are your weights. And if you're willing to lift them, to push through them, you will grow into the person you were meant to become. But here's the problem. Most people quit when it gets uncomfortable. They say, this is too much, this is too painful, this is too hard. And so they retreat back into comfort. And what does comfort give them? The same results they've always had. Comfort gives you excuses, but discomfort gives you transformation. The truth is, every dream has a price tag, and that price tag is discomfort. You will be criticized, you will be misunderstood, you will be rejected. You will fail more times than you succeed. But in every one of those moments, life is shaping you, molding you, preparing you for the very thing you've been praying for. Discomfort is not punishment, it's preparation. Stop running from struggle, stop avoiding the pain. Stop chasing easy, the life you want, the success you desire. The person you are capable of becoming, all of it is on the other side of discomfort. You can't reach it sitting on the couch of convenience. You reach it when you stand up, take risks, walk through fire, and refuse to quit when it hurts. So the next time life makes you uncomfortable, don't complain. Don't back down, smile and say, this is the price of growth. This is the sign that I'm on the right path. Because if it's easy, it's not worth it. And if it's worth it, it won't be easy. Ladies and gentlemen, the question isn't, will it be hard? The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Because discomfort is the ticket, and only those who embrace it will arrive at greatness. When you look at your life, you have to understand something very clearly. Growth never comes from comfort. Comfort is a prison dressed up like paradise. It feels good, it feels safe, it feels easy, but it holds you back from becoming the person you were designed to be. Comfort keeps you in routines that don't challenge you, in jobs that don't fulfill you, in relationships that don't grow you. It whispers, stay here, don't risk, don't move, don't stretch. And the truth is, many people settle for that whisper. They choose the soft pillow of familiarity over the sharp edge of progress. But let me tell you something. Life doesn't reward comfort. It rewards courage. It rewards those who step into the unknown, those who embrace the discomfort of growth. Think about a seed. A seed can stay comfortable, buried in the soil, untouched, safe. But if it stays there, it will rot. For that seed to become what it was created to be, it must break apart. It must push through the dirt. It must fight its way toward the light. That process isn't easy, but it's necessary. And so it is with you. If you want to grow, you must be willing to break out of your shell, push through the dirt of difficulty, and rise toward the light of possibility. Too many people live their entire lives without ever experiencing their true potential because they fear discomfort. They avoid the gym because it hurts. They avoid risk because they might fail. They avoid hard conversations because they're uncomfortable. And as a result, they stay the same year after year, decade after decade. Listen, if your life looks the same as it did 5 years ago, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you've chosen comfort over growth. Every blessing you are praying for is wrapped in discomfort. The promotion you want will require longer hours, more responsibility, more pressure. The body you want will demand sweat, discipline, and sacrifice. The business you dream about will come with risks, sleepless nights, and rejection. The life you desire lives on the other side of discomfort. And here's the good news. Once you learn to stop fearing discomfort and start embracing it, you will find your true power. You will discover that discomfort doesn't break you. It builds you. Think about every champion, every leader, every person who has achieved greatness. Not a single one of them found it in comfort. They found it in the struggle. They found it in the nights when they wanted to quit, but didn't. They found it in the moments when they felt like they couldn't take another step, but they kept going. They allowed discomfort to refine them, not define them. So, if you're facing discomfort right now, don't despise it. Don't run from it. Recognize it as the sign that you are growing, that you are moving closer to your destiny. Because growth never comes from comfort. It's always born in the furnace of challenge. Now let's talk about choices. Easy choices lead to a hard life, while hard choices create an easier future. That's the law. There's no way around it. See, life is always keeping score. When you choose what's easy today, you are signing up for difficulty tomorrow. And when you choose what's hard today, you are setting yourself up for ease tomorrow. Think about health. The easy choice is to eat junk, skip the gym, and binge watch television. It feels good in the moment. But fast forward 5 years, you're overweight, unhealthy, low on energy, struggling with problems that could have been avoided. That easy choice created a hard life. On the other hand, the hard choice is to get up early, work out, eat clean, stay disciplined. It doesn't feel good at first. It hurts. It's inconvenient. But fast forward 5 years, you're fit, energized, confident, and living a life that's easier because of the discipline you embraced earlier. Hard choices, easier life. This applies to every area: finances, relationships, career, personal growth. The easy choice is always tempting because it gives you comfort right now. But what it takes away is freedom later. The hard choice costs you comfort now, but it pays you back with freedom, peace, and fulfillment in the future. People say they want success, but many don't realize success is a delayed reward for hard choices. It's not instant. It doesn't show up overnight. You pay the price now and you collect the benefits later. And that's why most people quit. They want the reward without the responsibility. They want the glow without the grind. But it doesn't work that way. You've got to ask yourself, what kind of life do I want? Do I want the life of regret, looking back and saying, I wish I had been more disciplined. I wish I had taken the risk. I wish I had made the hard choices. Or do I want the life of fulfillment, where I can say, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it? Make no mistake, your future is being shaped right now by the choices you make every day. Every easy decision piles up into a heavy burden later. Every hard decision stacks up into a future of freedom. Life doesn't get easier when you avoid hard things. It only gets harder. Life gets easier when you face hard things now head on with courage and persistence. So don't chase easy. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't run from hard choices. Instead, embrace them. Because every time you choose the hard path now, you are laying the foundation for a brighter, freer, and more successful future. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to prepare you. Every time life hands you a painful experience, it's an opportunity in disguise. The problem is most people run from it, numb it, or complain about it. But pain is life's greatest teacher if you're willing to sit in the classroom. Think about it. Pain will teach you more than comfort ever could. When everything is going well, you don't question, you don't stretch, you don't grow. But when the storm comes, when the heartbreak happens, when the setback hits, that's when you are forced to dig deep and find strength you didn't even know existed. I remember hearing someone say, pain pushes you until your vision pulls you. And that's the truth. At first, pain feels like punishment, but if you endure, if you stay the course, it will birth wisdom, resilience, and perspective. That broken heart, it teaches you self-worth. That failed business. It teaches you perseverance and strategy. That betrayal. It teaches you discernment and boundaries. Pain is not there to break you. It's there to shape you into the person capable of carrying your destiny. Look at champions. Athletes don't become great by avoiding pain. They embrace it. Every drop of sweat, every sore muscle, every early morning and late night is a reminder that pain is the price tag of greatness. In the gym of life, pain is resistance. And what does resistance do? It builds strength. If you're going through something right now that hurts, don't despise it. Respect it. Because that pain is stretching you into a version of yourself that will be unstoppable. But here's the danger: if you avoid pain, you also avoid growth. If you only do what's comfortable, you will never know what's possible. That's why so many people stay stuck, because they keep dodging the very experiences designed to prepare them for their next level. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. You can choose to let pain refine you or define you. Let it make you better, not bitter. Let it push you into your purpose instead of paralyzing you in your past. Now let's talk about the power of consistency in small daily disciplines. Success is never about one big moment. It's not one lucky break, one viral video, or one magical opportunity. Real success is the accumulation of small, often invisible, daily decisions. The truth is, greatness hides in your routine. People overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in 5 years of consistent effort. It's not the mountain that breaks you, it's the pebble in your shoe. And in the same way, it's not the giant leaps that build your life. It's the small steps taken every single day. Reading 10 minutes a day doesn't feel like much, but do it for a year and you'll have consumed books that could change your mind and your life. Saving a little money consistently doesn't look like wealth, but give it 5 years and it becomes freedom. Choosing to practice gratitude daily doesn't feel like transformation, but over time it rewires your brain and fills your heart with joy. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, and most of the time, no one is watching. That's why it's so hard for people to stay consistent, because they crave applause for effort instead of waiting for the results that only consistency brings. Champions aren't made on the stage, they're made in the unseen hours of discipline. And here's what consistency does, it builds trust with yourself. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, whether it's waking up early, working out, studying, or grinding on your dream, you strengthen your confidence. You begin to believe in yourself, not because someone told you to, but because you've proven it through action. That's powerful. The danger of inconsistency is that it robs you of momentum. Starting and stopping, getting hyped and then quitting, going all in and then backing out, that cycle destroys more dreams than failure ever will. Because failure at least teaches you something. Inconsistency teaches you nothing. So what's the key? Focus less on intensity and more on consistency. Don't try to do everything in one day. Just show up every day. Be faithful in the small things. Stack one brick at a time. And before you know it, the wall of success you've been dreaming of will stand tall before you. Success isn't built in a day. It's built daily. Mediocrity is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't come knocking loudly at your door. It slips in quietly, whispering, "That's good enough," when you know deep down it isn't. Mediocrity is dangerous because it disguises itself as safety, as comfort, as just being realistic. But let me tell you something, mediocrity is where dreams go to die. When you accept average, when you settle for just enough, you rob yourself of the extraordinary life you were created to live. People don't fail in life because they aimed too high and missed. They fail because they aimed too low and hit. Think about that for a moment. The graveyard is full of people who never lived out their potential, not because they didn't have talent, but because they allowed mediocrity to become their standard. They had ideas they never tried, books they never wrote, businesses they never started, songs they never sang. All because mediocrity whispered, "Why bother?" Mediocrity is seductive. It tells you, don't work so hard, don't push so far, don't risk looking foolish. But the truth is, if you don't break free from it, mediocrity will chain you to a life of regret. When you look back at your life, you won't regret the times you failed. You'll regret the times you played it safe. You'll regret the opportunities you didn't seize, the dreams you didn't chase, the potential you didn't stretch. The antidote to mediocrity is excellence. Excellence is not about being perfect. It's about giving your best every single day, no matter who is watching. Excellence is a mindset. It's refusing to cut corners, refusing to quit, refusing to settle. Excellence says, I may not be the smartest, I may not be the fastest, I may not be the strongest, but I will be relentless. That's what separates the great from the average, not talent, but effort, not luck, but persistence. So ask yourself, are you living at the level of your potential, or are you living at the level of your excuses? Are you committed to excellence, or are you chained to mediocrity? Because you cannot have both. You can't live a life of just enough and expect the glow of greatness. You can't water down your effort and expect extraordinary results. Life will always reward the person who dares to break out of average, who refuses to be ordinary, and who makes excellence a non-negotiable standard. Now let's talk about vision. Vision is the fuel of your grind, the anchor of your discipline, the compass of your life. Without vision, you're drifting. Without vision, you're just surviving instead of living. The reason many people give up on their dreams isn't because the dream was impossible. It's because they lost sight of why they started in the first place. Vision gives you purpose. Vision reminds you that the pain is worth it, that the struggle has meaning, that the grind is not in vain. when you have a clear vision. Setbacks don't destroy you. They redirect you. Rejections don't paralyze you. They refocus you. Vision gives you the ability to see beyond the present pain into the future promise. But here's the problem. Too many people are living someone else's vision. They're chasing society's blueprint, their parents' expectations, or the opinions of their peers. And when life gets tough, they quit because the vision was never theirs to begin with. You've got to own your vision. It has to come from your soul, from your calling, from the deepest part of who you are, because when it's yours, nothing can stop you. Vision also demands clarity. You can't hit a target you can't see. You can't build a future you haven't defined. If your vision is vague, your grind will be weak. But when your vision is sharp, your effort will be powerful. Write it down, speak it daily, picture it vividly, live as if it's already real, and your actions will begin to align with it. The greatest danger to vision is distraction. Life will throw you detours, delays, and doubts. People will try to talk you out of it. Circumstances will try to wear you down. But if you stay locked in, if you keep your eyes fixed on where you're going, no amount of noise can derail you. Vision doesn't eliminate obstacles, but it gives you the strength to overcome them. So, protect your vision. Nurture it. Feed it daily. Surround yourself with people who see it, who believe in it, who push you toward it. Because when you combine vision with grind, when you mix clarity with consistency, nothing can stop you. You will shine so bright that the world won't have a choice but to notice. Every setback, every challenge, every sleepless night you've endured has been shaping you for something greater. But here's the truth: you can't shine if you refuse to grind. You can't glow if you let mediocrity lull you into comfort. You can't rise if you don't have a vision powerful enough to pull you through the storms. The glow you're looking for isn't in people's approval. It isn't in their opinions or validation. It's in the fire you ignite within yourself when you commit to excellence, when you protect your vision, and when you refuse to settle for average. The glow is born in the grind. The glow is born in the nights when no one is watching, but you keep pushing. The glow is born in the moments when quitting feels easier, but you choose to press forward anyway. So stop doubting. Stop handing your destiny over to excuses. Grind for it. Fight for it. Believe for it. Because when you do, your life will become a beacon for others. Proof that ordinary people can create extraordinary results. If you want to glow, then grind like your future depends on it, because it does. And when you finally step into your glow, the world won't just see the shine, they'll see the story. The sacrifice, the sweat, and the strength behind it. That's the victory. That's the reward. That's the glow you were born to reveal.